Wanted to all on the scene. Broke it, end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper, tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring out your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
No introduction really necessary. Get your message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 till them don't need matter. Yep, like in the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to get the same from a test. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Test break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump and see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk. Ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth. Try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown get down with a on me and a half a. Blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I say, y'all got the same friends that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. So I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case with the case and a poke. They will watch you give it. I live today rapping back, can't never back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama at. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry, that money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I from another day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put seat wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge a steady decking clown. We chase the meal so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you ain't from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid, still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black, get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Right now. hop out, ballet, walk out. Up right now. I'm two on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, ballet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 20. There we go. Nice play, baby. On play action, it's Manning. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Keanu Neal. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to air it and got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down to Mixon on the check down. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Manning. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd and 5. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Bryant has it. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Ready? Easy. Screen, triple T.
Second down, Winston. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Jameis now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Manning to throw on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Ready? You ready?
52's the mic, boy. 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a play fake. Manning. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3rd and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's taken to the 26. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. The punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Mixon on first down. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Receiver.
Now Manning throwing on second down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big run there by Freeman. 62 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Jameis Winston on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And spins away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Wide open. Amari Cooper. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. To throw is Manning. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Winston. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's convert. Ready, boys,
a first down throw for Winston. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston rolling to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll throw again. Winston caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some space here. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Receiver.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And the return this time will go after the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Shreds the tackle. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, here's Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Play action now. Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So we are at halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! My 50, my 50. Wait, Trevor, see.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Connor Barwin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Zebra. Gun.
To throw on second down. Manning. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Blue ready. Check. 53 flight. Check. 5-0. Better bring it.
On second down, Freeman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Coleman on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due. That's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play action. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th.
Ready, where's that? Blue lane. Where's 52?
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Blue lady. Here we go, G. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Mike 52. Mike 52. Where's that up?
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue lady.
Again, it's Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jameis to throw it. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Zebra. Regular.
So after the INT, it's Manning to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Manning going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mixon with a first down carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Zebra. Set. Blue 80. Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey.
From the gun, it's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Manning now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Blue 80. Zebra. Hey, gun.
Throwing now is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Regular. Hey, gun.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Zebra. Set. Blue 88.
On 1st down, Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Zebra.
To throw again. Manning. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Hey, gun.
Now Manning again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Freeman again. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Ready? White 25. Let's go.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, go down. Ready? Black 25.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready? Blue ready.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Easy. Hey, ready? Black 25.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops it off for Coleman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Four down. Ready? Black 22. Let's go.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They run. Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Throwing. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
Throwing again. Manning. On the right side, caught by Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Manning now on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a play fake. Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Zebra.
Manning to throw once more. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, they're winning